Oh, I don't have my camera on, do I? And let me fix that. Bam, there I am. Alright, folks. So, we have a little battle sector. I don't have... Sure, we'll do the tutorial. Hold on. Alright, sound. Music's down, but sound effects should be a little bit higher. Come on now.
It may seem quiet, but this stillness is unnatural. Study the battlefield before you proceed.
Study the battlefield, you say? I can see all of these things? So... okay. Oh, E and Q. It just wanted me to hit R and F.
Let's see if these gate controls haven't been ruined by the Xenos.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, I've already
Affirmative.
What?
You know where he is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Alright, 0 AP to interact. There's an action. Hey, look, now I have
Your
a
ears may lie to you, but the Emperor is always the
change
truth.
facing.
Trust in your specs to guide
Bolt
you.
rifle, battle tactics, range stability, frag grenades.
With precision, brothers. Hormagaunts. Not many of them left, mind you. Our brothers died valiantly to thin their numbers. Eradicate the alien and honor the legacy of our fallen.
There you go. Alright. Left click the enemy. Okay. Tells me they're... Oh.
Engaging the enemy. Have faith, brothers. The Emperor protects.
Does it now? End turn. How about a little Overwatch?
Push them back.
Timur! And there came the Gaunts.
More of our battle
Yeah,
brothers
how you doing,
alive.
buddy?
We must disengage
Yeah,
from
well,
these doors to
I'm
join them.
giving this one a shot. I don't have... What is this? Fall back. What? Wait, what's
Fend
that?
them off, brothers.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh, so you reverse. Well, so far I'm not that impressed. But I'm going through the tutorial. So,
Your orders. Throwing grenade.
they're throwing their grenades. Or a grenade. Really?
Do not waste your rounds.
5
on
of you
cowards
standing
that
there. How
hide
about you all
behind
throw a
walls.
damn grenade?
Position yourselves to
Like a
watch
waste
the
of
choke
time and
points
effort.
and prepare for their charge.
Alright, Overwatch. Alright. I don't know if you've played this yet. I want it to be like old Chaos Gate, which I really, really enjoyed. It's already not quite. They want to save their grenades for later, probably. Well, there are a lot of Tyranid, I will say that. Oh, goody, I get a captain.
Watches over us.
What do you do? You command points. Okay. Assault cannon strafe. Nah, I didn't want to get get it as the Tyranids versus the Space Marines is kind of limited diversity-wise. Yeah, and not only that, in the campaign, it's literally Space Marines. That's the only content there is. You can play against, like, people against each other. But I thought I'd give it a chance, see if there's a good base here. Good place to start. Maybe they'll build on it correctly. But I just don't want to see, like, 4 DLCs that are just faction packs. They got some Sisters of Battle in there. I think that's, again, that's only for the 1v1 stuff. Yeah, for Space Marines. Wait, what? What did I do wrong? Command points. Select. Yeah, sure. What are you doing?
For the Emperor!
Select. Okay, how about if I... Oh, out of range. Well, let's change that. All right, dude.
I go where I am needed.
All right, let's try this again. I mean, it's a solid tactics game, but there could be more. That's what I'm thinking too.
Targets acquired.
Whatever. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's weird. It doesn't. They didn't really identify exactly how that worked. So odd. Embrace the blood. Okay. Put you on Overwatch right here. All right. Intern. Oh, well, whatever. Also, it was a surprise as the aggressor's bolters are pistol weapons in here to allow them to fire versus melee attackers. Really? Blow them up. There you go.
Battle line squad ready. Death to the Xenos swarm.
What the hell was that? Wow, that was terrible. Oh my. Oh my, indeed.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Point blank missing? Are we in XCOM? Yeah, right?
Whatever the angel requires.
I'm so very confused by everything that just transpired here. Well, there we go. Point blank machine gun grenade launchers, basically. But no. They missed everything. I think every unit has a favorite shooting distance. Probably. But it hasn't explained any of that to me. So, hit 14%. So it tells you percentages, but so if I do the falling back thing, I guess, is what they want me to do. What the hell?
Your orders.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I assumed as much, but let's see what happens. Yeah, they want to be a square away. They don't like being in melee. As if these nids got spore clouds and a gene stealer psyker created some armor buff on them, right? Alright, well, yeah, you do that then. Well, I won. I really don't like the new name. I like the Salt Marines and Devastators. Alright, new campaign. Would you like to play the next tutorial? What's the next one? It's going to make me do all the tutorials. Okay. Advanced momentum. Okay. Select the Hormigants. Oh, okay. Now I'm playing as dude. Well, thanks for telling me to get my dude slaughtered.
By the blood!
Okay. The Primaris rebrand wasn't the best idea, I think. Yeah, I am not a fan of it at all. Now, I kind of get, so they never came out and said this, but if you know anything about manufacturing and how it sort of kind of works with plastic, is you have molds. These are metal molds or, various other, they're made from various other materials as well. But there's a mold. And as you make little plastic figurines, those molds wear out. Over time, in my mind, what happened is they're like, well, we can either pay somebody to make the exact same Space Marines in another mold, right? Or we can remake it with this mold, making the characters slightly bigger. So when you make a miniature bigger, you can add more details, but you remove the strain on the system or on the actual molding process to make it look as good as the other ones. Those little tiny vents in the front of the helmet, all that stuff, that's not easy for the mold to do. It can do it. It reduces the amount of models on the field. Exactly. So they can charge you for the same amount. They can charge you the same amount of money for the same amount of points in the game. Their models are bigger, which is cheaper for them to technically produce because although there's a slightly bit more plastic, the plastic's not the expensive part. It's the creating of the molds that's the expensive part. And, setting up all the assembly line. The plastic is, in all honesty, inconsequential to the startup cost of the actual doing it. So, I think they kind of fell into this place where they were like, we can either do this, or we can do this. And I think that from a business standpoint, they chose correctly. Because they got more out of what they were trying to do. But I still think that they should have... I think they should have went back. In my personal opinion. I think they should have redid both sets of models. Redid the tooling for the old models, or revamped the old models. I think that would have been the correct thing to do. So, that's just my personal opinion. And then they tried to make them... more appealing, and all they did was accidentally break 8th edition. They're like, our Primaris Marines have 2 wounds. I'm like, so what you're telling me is they're 2 Space Marines. Every one of those damn things has 2 wounds. They're already hard enough to hit with a 3-up save on everything. And as an orc player, it's like, oh, well, I guess I just won't kill your guys until I get up close. You know, it doesn't matter what tactics I have, you're just going to do this. But you have used all your action points. All right. You know what I mean? So, and better bolter, exactly. Better bolters. They just have a myriad of other things. Better close quarters combat with the Reavers. Those guys are nuts in close quarters. It's gross. They are almost on par with orc boys. That's not how that's supposed to be in close quarters. The Blade Guard vets, I actually didn't know about them. All right, press M. Oh, the Vanguard vets with power weapons. Oh, fun. All right, the Tyrannid's Endless Hunger trait provides a large momentum bonus if the enemy is killed in a melee or with a melee weapon, or a smaller bonus if you're killed with ranged weapons. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. All right. Well, this is great, but I want. Oh, I'm assuming if I hit M, I go back. Yeah, there we go. All right, so these guys. Hormigant using poison. Okay, you're not exactly telling me. Bring in the warrior class. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Not a huge fan of this control system. All right. Blade Guard vets go into the direction of Custodes as they have Storm Shields, +4 invuln. Oh, goody. And Aster crafted power swords. Great. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought it was trying to do. There we go. That's what I thought I just didn't know a piece of nomenclature there, but yeah, mass. That's what I assumed it was similar to. I thought maybe they changed something else on me. That happens a lot, so I just kind of roll with it. That is one dead Tyranid squad. Oh, well. All right. Well, let's take you guys.
Taking fire!
There we go. Hey, I can shoot things. Get messy. Nah, just Zinch messing with my typing. I understand. All right, proceed. All right, new campaign. No. All right, so Age of the Crimson Dawn. Yeah, so... Yeah, they don't... This is the only one. Well, speaking of Zinch, I wonder what's new Thousand Suns Skoda Codex will bring. I don't know. So just be aware that Chaos is primed and ready. So they have the exact same problem with the Chaos Space Marines that they do with the regular Space Marines. And that is that they don't have any more of the old ones left. So you notice that they come in all new fancy packaging, but every once in a while you'll open it up and it'll have weird like sprues of slightly different shades when you're going through them. And that's because a lot of times they have just a bunch of these old sprues sitting around and they just put it in new boxes. Like all the Sisters of Battle. What's hilarious is when they first started distributing them, not the Celestine or the fancy new ones, but the old Sister of Battle stuff, the stuff that was around in the first time they were here. That is actually the old stuff they had never sold. All they did was repackage it and send it back out. That's why they're having a real big shortage. But the Chaos Space Marines are also going to have a very similar problem here pretty soon. So you're going to get your new Primaris Chaos Space Marines. That is my guess. That is the thing I think you will see when that Codex comes out, is that you're going to have new Space Marines. Or Chaos Space Marines. And I don't know if they're just trying to...
Time flows in contradictions since the invasion. There's an unexpected slowness in the aftermath of an impossible victory. A languid sweetness of air, tasted by the hapless victor. And yet, I also feel the turning of change.
Really?
And the accumulated minutiae that falls to the survivors.
Instead of a video?
Corpses to be burned. Fortifications to be rebuilt.
People.
Neophytes to be blooded. Regardless of our losses, we are the angels of death. And we are always prepared for war. Not that these are concerns for the fledgling Primaris right now. Balfora is an unforgiving tutor.
Alrighty.
Dante says that you are blood angels. Prove it! Show me that the blood of the great angel flows within your veins.
That's true, it does not concern them. But you may find that you have new demons as well, because I know they came out with all the greater demons and stuff are different. Just be warned, the sound effects in this, in these cutscenes can be very loud. Oh, okay.
Affirmative. Death to the Xenos swarm.
Okay, well that seems to be a favorable distance for them.
Your orders. Death to the Xenos swarm.
Okay, well, there you go. Oh, there's more over there.
Battle line squad ready. Heavy fire support.
Really? Well, that's one way to start it off, I guess. What are these, missiles? Fragmentation grenade launcher. Bolt storm gauntlets. Or bolt storm. Oh, bolt storm. Oh, there. What? Am I shooting?
Thin their numbers. They will not overwhelm us.
Well, you're not very good at that, are you? That is definitely not where you're... what is this? Sergeant. So that's our HQ. Our elites. Aggressors. Fast attack. Where's our... Oh, okay. And then intercessors. Okay, cool. Our fast attack.
Assault Marines ready. To the sky, brothers!
There we go. mean, who can't associate with the NIDS as in the late evening you're getting hungry for foot while playing turn-based strategy games. For food. I think you meant food there. No, I get that.
Yes! The Swarm has no right to live!
Alright, good to know that they are terrible at shooting things from any sort of distance. That's great.
Victory for the Bloodblades! Victory for Skyfall!
Alright. I cannot say that I care for... There, F. Alright. There we go. I think that's what I intended to do on the first one, but I messed it up. Alright, let's get in there. Okay, I guess you're not doing any fighting. Alright, intern. Wait. Cancel? Who didn't do something? You guys didn't do something. Okay. Well, let's have you move over here. And then shoot these guys in the back.
Death to the Xenos Swarm!
There we go. That was effective. I think the aggressor's melee attack is mainly for armored melee targets, while the shooting is to mow down weaker hordes. Gotcha. What the hell just happened? What the heck? I did not tell them to do that. It has chosen to do this for me.
We fight and we die for the Imperium. Moving!
As a side pistol weapon, gets auto melee overwatch. Really? That is terrible. That is horrible. Auto melee overwatch. Wow. I guess I didn't quite understand what you meant about that. Like what you were... Yeah, that is a truly terrible mechanic. I mean, that's not in 9th edition, is it? Like, because if that's in 9th edition, there's no point in playing any other damn race. No. Okay, cool. Like I said, I haven't played 9th edition yet. I guess I will just end turn.
Overwatch!
Of course, you're pointing the wrong direction. Eh, well, you're gonna get hosed. You gotta pay 1 CP for Overwatch, and you only hit on a 6+
Battle line
unless
squad
rules say
ready.
otherwise. Holy crap. Okay.
Fend them off, brothers! Push them back!
Oh, got a crit. Mechanics of this game are somewhat off from the tabletop. Yeah. So far, not exactly,
Ready
evident.
to strike!
What I'm most disappointed in are the dreadies. I mean, like the... What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by dreadies.
Your orders. For the Emperor.
Oh, dreadnoughts. Gotcha. Well, that's because that's an old thing. Well, that wasn't... Okay. Now, I should be able to drop right into these dudes, but I
On my
guess not.
honor. My vengeance will be final.
Are you...
You will fall before
There
me.
you go. Use your chainsword to kill them. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're terrible at this. Okay. Alright, so you can walk. Oh my goodness. There is also a hero upgrade for them giving a Melta. You'd think it's a multi-Melta, but no, they give a hand Melta below the Dreadnought Fist. Oh my god. I've never seen anybody equip that on a Dreadnought before. I do believe that would be a first. Let's see.
Battle line squad ready.
Yeah, that's still kind of annoying that I have to pay for that Overwatch. We will, because I'm pretty sure, if I had to take a guess. Oh, my goodness.
Affirmative.
Turn around. Nope, apparently I can't Overwatch now. Okay, cool. Anywho. Destroy the Hormagaunts. 2 remaining. End turn. Yeah, that's what I figured.
I hear something.
Do you hear something? Yeah, as far as I know, it's not either. They have the... Yeah, not they have the base flamer as one of their weapon choices, but not Melta, as far as I know. Sound less like Space Marines and more like rats running up a pipe. Not enough action points. Oh, good. I'm glad you can't move and shoot. Because that would be just terrible. Oh, my God.
With strength.
I thought these guys were supposed to, like, be jetpacky, too. I mean, last I remember, the models fly. Or is that a different one? Different version of them.
We fight and we die for the Imperium. For the Emperor.
No, yeah, okay. Okay, you're on Overwatch. You monkeys can come over here.
I am the sword of Sanguinius.
Are you? You are the Sword of Sanguinius.
Close combat support.
Well, then you didn't serve him very well when Horus gutted him.
Battle line squad ready.
Keep holding on to that one there, bud. It'll go well, I am sure. Alrighty.
Assault Marines ready! They will regret coming this close.
Alright.
I await their mistake.
There we go. I'm getting the distinct impression that Overwatch, if you move to the red area, it costs you your action point. Yeah, that's stupid. Because you only get one move, one square by that. Okay. Did I not have him facing the right way? No, of course. It was slightly off. Shoot them dead. Okay.
Heavy fire support!
There we go. That one's dead. I think you meant the interceptors that have their... Yeah, probably.
You can fight. I'll give you that.
But, well, from not impressed so far. I will say that. Not terrible.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. People are born, they live, they suffer, and die. Rarely of natural causes. Days prior to the fall of Cadia, Dante faced his greatest challenge. High Fleet Leviathan had broken through the Krypton shield, and the Tyranids bore directly for the sacred homeworld of the Blood Angels. Baal.
Ooh, the Jackal Bikers. I have seen those. Those do look pretty cool. Especially the HQ
Sons
Jackal
of
Alpha.
Sanguinius
I've
rallied
only
from
seen
the
them. I
far
don't know how they
corners
play,
of the
but yes,
galaxy.
they do look pretty cool.
Complete strangers died side by side as brothers. Yet even this unprecedented congregation could not hold back the Great Devourer. In their darkest moment, the Blood Angels gathered around Lord Commander Dante. A last stand. They gave themselves to the Red Thirst
Sniper on a
and
bike.
stood in defiance
Nice.
of the alien.
That's
Not
awesome,
for
actually.
survival,
That's,
for the chapter
that's
was doomed.
really good.
but for the honor of their sire, the great angel Sanguinius. And then, pandemonium, the Cicatrix Maledictum opened and tore the galaxy in two. Time stretched, contorted. Demons of Khorne poured across the moon of Baal Primus, tearing at Xenos and Marines alike. Havoc reigned. But just as quickly as it appeared, the Cicatrix Maledictum contracted. It took with it both the demons and vast swathes of High Fleet Leviathan. In their place, the Indomitus Crusade appeared, helmed by the avenging sun himself, Primarch Rabute Gilliman. The blessed Primarch didn't just bring relief to Baal. He brought with him the
Especially
Primaris
since
Space
it's
Marines,
not only a sniper
thousands
weapon
bearing the
with
mark of the
typical
blood drop.
Ignore.
The Primaris were larger, stronger,
sir,
more
and
resilient than their
MWB,
firstborn
but also
brethren. But to the Blood Angels,
with either
they
-2 or
represented
-3 AP.
a different kind of salvation.
Lord.
The promise of these super soldiers was of an improved gene line, more pure and closer to that of Sanguinius. Away from prying ears, Archmagos Call whispered that they showed fewer signs of the flaws that plagued the great angel's blood. No more thirst beating at their hearts. No more armor to be painted black. A semblance of normality has since returned to Baal. The monolithic Indomitor's crusade prepares to lead.
That's a terrible thing they did.
Commander Dante, now Lord Regent of half of the Imperium, works to heal his chapter and Baal of the trauma suffered at the hands of Leviathan. And on the moon Baal Secundus, Sergeant Carlion hurries to the aid of a sanguinary priest.
Alright, so. Damn, now the Blood Angels chapter brought all that black paint. What to do with it now? So, what I hate about that, and what I hate about all the Primaries, right? Alright, first, I am a Dark Angels fan, not a Blood Angels fan. So I will say that in ahead of time. And these two chapters don't exactly get along. Neither do we get along with Ultramarines. But when they made the Primaris, it's like they said, now everybody's a blueberry. None of you have any character whatsoever. We're going to take away the Blood Rage. We're going to take away all the great things about all the chapters, and now you just get generic Space Marines painted a different color. That is terrible. That is removing content from the game. That's what makes 40K so amazing. With like, in all honesty, there's not that much. There's quite a bit of variety between each races, but Space Marines, each like of the major chapters, and there's tons of little chapters too, but all those chapters have slightly different, motivation and character behind each one. Diversity minus diversity equals what's left. Exactly. So they take what, what made the universe great. The fall of Macragge in the Tyranid Codex made me chuckle. Yeah, the fall of Macragge. Nobody else could do it, but the Tyranid got it. What? Are you kidding me? Like, no freaking way. I'm glad I'm not the only one who finds that extremely disturbing. But yeah, they just like, and by the way, this dude did all this in secret, and he is way smarter than the Emperor, apparently, and made way better Space Marines. What? You're telling me this human being was smarter than a perpetual? I know. Nobody's actually said he's perpetual. He's a damn perpetual. With way worse base tech. Exactly. It's like he had all of the Emperor had all of the Imperium's tech at his hands. This dude had one lab, and he's like, I will make better Space Marines. No, that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit at all in the logic of everything that goes on. Like, that's just not how it works. And I know what's coming down the pipe. You know too. We are Beck's heresy, indeed. But yeah, so they're going to try to shove, and okay, I have absolutely zero problem with female Space Marines as long as they make sense. However, all the Space Marines' original genetic code came from the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't have an X chromosome. He has an X and a Y chromosome. You cannot create something from nothing. But I know they're going to shove it down our throat. They are going to, mark my words. Now, I love Sisters of Battle. I think they're amazing. They're regular humans, right? They're human females. They are, deeply religious, and they have all these really twisted, flawed ways of viewing everything, and it's great. I love the Sisters of Battle. They have amazing lore behind them. They need to pump more into that. But what we don't need is blueberries with boobs. Because if you want to say your blueberries have boobs, then your blueberries have boobs. They're plastic models. But don't try to lore make it. It doesn't work. You can't make something from nothing. And let's be honest, the Sisters of Battle are awesome. They don't need to be Space Marines to be badass. You know, like, it takes away from the very thing that the Sisters of Battle are by just injecting them into the realm. Like, they're just going to throw them in there and say, here, stop your complaining. And that's not going to stop the complaining. I'm sorry. Getting off on a rant there. New units. Oh, army management. Blueberries, says Bex. Guardsmen aren't great because they're super soldiers either. Exactly. We don't have to and I will say this, Games Workshop has been inclusive to that for a very, very long time. There are old metal models, some of which are some of the most expensive models you can find. There is this guard, female guard with a grenade launcher. We had one in the shop I used to work at, and she was like $150 by herself. She was just a random piece that would come in randomly in packages when they used to make them out of metal. When you would gather them up that way, it wasn't something you had to go out of your way for or anything like that. Like, you would get your guard pack. Sometimes there'd be a grenade launcher. You can buy her separately as well, but you know what I mean. Like, they were individuals. Not that Imp Guard isn't already expensive enough to collect, right? Imperial Guard is extremely expensive. Yes. Oh my God. No. They're as bad as orcs. The only good thing about orcs is I can go buy bits and make things. That's what makes my army cheaper. Is I can go and find broken, like, I have a Killacan made from a Chaos. It's Chaos Dreadnought, and I can't remember what they're called though. They have a different name. But it is the equivalent to the Dreadnought with like the demon head inside. I cut the head out. It didn't have a leg, so I took an old bolter bit. Hellbrute, yes, there you go. Thank you. I just couldn't remember the name. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'll actually show you. I think you'll enjoy what I did to this thing, or hate it. One of the two. So, chaos and orcs. Fit like two fists to the teeth. Like a fist to the teeth. Yeah, so, it's not going to really work. I got to change that lighting real quick. You'll get a better view of it. But, yeah, so, I took some of the orky bits. I took a bunch of choppas right here. I just I green gooed them together to make a the spinny blade thing. And for his foot, because I was missing his foot, I just took an old bolter, some other bit that I found, and I glued it right there to it. So, but yeah, I just took a whole bunch of things that didn't fit together, and I glued everything on there. Yeah, and that's what makes orcs fun. That's what personally is very appealing to me about painting them and stuff like that. But yeah, so what do we got? Units. Let's. I have a spot for 2 more. We're gonna add another one of you.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
And we're gonna add you because that's just the best units there. So yeah. All right. Now I think orcs would, if they get one into their hands, probably use a demon engine, like a forge or Molar Fiend as a mount. Indeed, they absolutely would. If they can tame it, or, well, tame is probably a... oh, yes, Beck says, spiky bits, it is the orc way, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. They would do all those kind of things. Like, they talk about in lore all the time how the orcs actually love jumping through the warp. Ah, loud. Oh, am I being loud? Okay, sorry. But yeah, they, what do I do here? Army management, HQ tokens. Okay. What is all this nonsense? Plus 20 melee accuracy, plus... Yeah,
Sanguinius watches over us.
Alright. Well, of course I'll take the... Oh, no, I guess I can't take that. What do I got? Alright, confirm. Oh, I only had one doodad. Okay. Yeah, but I can't. Not you, surprisingly. Would be an interesting story. Orcs kidnapping Chaos Psychers to make them summon demons for them to fight. That would absolutely be... That would be awesome. That'd be a great story. That would definitely be something they do. Why can't I make this thing... Oh, I gotta click there. Okay.
The promise of battle makes these Primaris
Yeah,
restless.
they love going through the
eager.
warp because it's like
It is
fun
my
fighting
duty
all the
to
way to
assess
your
their
destination.
potential here on the
Like
Souls
a
of
roller
Balfora.
coaster ride for them that they love and
Through
enjoy.
combat, I intend to discover who these red-armored giants truly are. Some of them take in the vistas of the salt like bored tourists. There's little regard for the skies and sands that shaped our father. They will learn quickly. Or Balfora will kill them. She does not tolerate laxity. I expect this priest we find will
It's like
also
driving
be
through
new
a
to his
cinema.
role.
It's like a
There
drive
is
through
no
cinema.
reason
Indeed,
other
exactly.
than youthful ignorance to risk the angel's blood on the salts. In these days following Leviathan's devastation, we are a chapter awash with fresh blood.
All right, I'm glad you were awash with fresh blood.
Sergeant, with the relay offline, I was afraid only the Xenos had heard my calls for backup. Make haste. My reductor still has work to do.
As you say, brother, the Bloodblades of the Eighth are ever eager to serve the sanguinary priesthood.
All right. All right, so I got my two aggressors. That was one of the more silent cutscene sound effects. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so... Yeah, okay. Oh, 20 over limit. 100. Oh, okay, so... If there's actually a point system. I guess I'll drop... I think I'll drop these guys. Proceed? Okay, darn. I was hoping it'd screw up. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, remove them. Proceed.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Okay.
I go where I am needed.
Fire? Fire again.
Whatever the angel requires.
Alrighty. Alright, where are the rest of my dudes at? Where are my dudes? Alright.
Battle line squad ready. Affirmative. For the Emperor. ready to strike. Roger that. Yes.
There can only be victory.
All right. You are going to do Overwatch in this direction. Damn it.
Overwatch.
I'm just happy that they recently nerfed Abdor the Witch secondary objective. Abdor the Witch secondary objective. Not exactly sure what you're referring to there, bud. I'm sorry.
We're the sons of Sanguinius.
If you had no psychers in your army, you could take it. Oh, okay, gotcha.
They shall not pass.
Apparently, I'm playing with Gandalf.
Close combat support. They will regret coming this close.
I await their mistake.
And for each killed psyker character, you got 5 points and 3 for each other psyker to a maximum. Wow,
Push them back.
that's actually really, that is terrible. I no wonder you were. Yeah, I'm glad they did that too. Now it's 3 and 2. That's still not like. Yeah, that does not seem like a pleasant thing. So it sounds to me like Gandalf. He said that you shall not pass. Oh, Termagants instead of Termagants.
I hear them out there.
Oh, they run away. They run far away. That's why the Thousand Suns and Grey Knights were bottom tier. Oh, okay. If Gandalf only had a plasma cannon. Right? I mean, technically, I've heard it said before that Sanguinius the Grey. Man, if I have a ton of delay. I turned down the delay too on YouTube as well. Well, apparently he went to stormtrooper training.
Whatever the angel
He
requires.
just shot the ground. Yeah, Teamer says, yeah, I know delay. I actually played it before you said it. Oh, okay. Oh, I actually typed it before you said it. Gotcha. Oh, okay, I get that now. It actually tells you.
Death to the Xenos swarm.
Alright, they're dead. Says that's the best spot for me to stand. Oh. Like the Grey Knights in the 14th. Yes. Someone saying Twitch is better than YouTuber, of course. Oh, or how curious. The delay is better. Might pop over to Twitch for a few then, she says. This is aggravating. Oh, there's a delay between, like, I bet it pops up down here on my little thing first before it pops up on my my actual chat. That is something I noticed the other day. Is that there is a delay between the time you actually hit enter and the time it pops up on my screen
In
versus...
their numbers, they will not overwhelm us.
Like, it'll actually pop up in the lower chat before it'll tell me that anybody said anything.
We are the Bloodblades of Skyfall.
That guy needs to drink some water. Yeah, he a little raspy.
To the sky, brothers!
I should be able to land on units, if we're being completely honest.
The Swarm has no right to live!
Here we go. One less.
We are the walls! We are the guns!
And now you sound like... the yellow guys, whose name I just forgot. The Sons of Dawn.
With haste.
Alrighty. Imperial Fist. There we go. Thank you. I think it's hard to drink through an aggressor helmet. Hey, having tried to drink through a gas mask before myself, yes, I 100% agree. It is not fun. Especially since the straw always tastes really gross. Oh, your water always tastes like all the things that mask has ever seen before. Because it's just disgusting. Oh, it is definitely not
On
impossible.
Balfora I
will
was
give
born.
you that.
And should the Emperor will it, on Balfora I will die.
They're toast. You can't do Overwatch. You can't.
Battle line squad ready.
Sacred Toast? Yes, Sacred Toast. Mm. 14th was a good episode. Did you catch
Taking
yesterday's
fire!
D&D 40K?
I am
Well, they are
ready to help.
Paris. Someone blue probably bred out their need to drink as much as possible. Awesome. Yeah, I was excited about that particular ending. That was a lot of fun. They were pooping bricks when they to get out of Dodge in time. I honestly thought I was gonna accidentally kill them all there for a second because they were really screwing up those rolls. The end was an up and down. Yeah, it was.
Of course.
I had unshakable faith in my emperor. Uh-huh. I'm harvesting an AP. Okay. Well,
They will fear to tread close.
all right.
Heavy fire support!
There were no bricks. Oh, I think you guys had plenty of bricks.
Your orders.
Let's shoot. Light them up, boys. There you go. Nice hits. Those with no faith, perhaps. Perhaps, Bex. Perhaps. No, I don't want you to shoot him. I want you to chop him to pieces. That's what you do. You have chain swords. Chopping things to pieces is your job. It's gonna be a little... Actually, I think we will just... Oh,
Overwatch.
do that. Da, 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 da. Oh, I guess I've already shot things. Here, you can go up here. The question
await
is
their mistake.
is there a halfway decent cover
Moving.
mechanic? Bricks believe everything you tell them. Formable, like clay, but stoned. Shoot. Kill them all. Alright. Alright, end turn. Overwatch.
They shall not pass! Taking fire!
And not very much. Your Space Marines, you can take a little bit of heat. Oh, look at you with all your AP. You can just stay there, actually. I'll keep you on Overwatch, and yeah, that's perfect. Alright. How about you shoot them? Oh, you're terrible at distance. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Here we go.
We are the sons of Sanguinius.
They are the sons of Sanguinius. Nice. Tell those Astartes to girl up a bit. The only true red Space Marines for me will always be the Blood Ravens, as Dawn of War 1 was my favorite contact with 40k. Yes, the Blood Ravens were very good.
Close combat support!
I do like the Blood Ravens myself. I think they have more character than the Red Smurfs.
My fury will be fast.
Over you go. I don't see anything. Alright. Oh, there they are. They all the way over there. Hey, I keep... Like, I don't understand if I right-click to cause an action to happen that's already pre-set up. But when I click on an action, I should click on the map. That is constantly screwing with me. Oh, he has to do
The
the thing,
sanguinary
doesn't he?
priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Oh, I get
My
it now.
duty is service.
He has to go to all the locations to do that. Ah. How to annoy a blood angel. Give them tomato juice. Indeed, good sir. Indeed. They are an extra special group of crazies. Oh, the intercessor. No. Alright. In turn.
They will regret coming this close.
Oh! Venomthropes. Aiden's favorites. Apparently these Venomthropes just poop green stuff. So I'm not that much into their lore. But would their thirst for blood make them drink Nid blood? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Their thirst for blood has a tendency to be very much their own people. Is usually the big trope about it. Like when you really piss them off, they kill each other. They don't really see friend from foe like the others. That's what I know about the. At least that's to my knowledge, is how it works.
Open fire!
Oh, that was not very effective.
Look past their haze, brothers.
Not very well. Jesus.
Always ready, always vigilant.
Bex, why are you hidden? Tomex, welcome, buddy. She's actually, she's downstairs painting. She's not hidden.
Open fire!
Oh, burning leather. Yeah, she's doing she's making her little earrings today. So I can't bogart that. What do you mean, welcome? I sent a few messages you responded to already. Ah. I see.
For Sanguinius!
Well, I didn't say welcome then either, Tomex. I just wanted to make sure I said welcome. Oh, good. More Stormtrooper Space Marines.
We are the sons of
that's right.
Sanguinius.
There we go. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Alrighty. Making cool stuff for the next convention. I hadn't seen you yet, dude. Marines. Manners are important. I'm playing with a frickin' laser today. A frickin' laser, man. Sadly, no sharks. No sharks in there. Just a laser.
Under fire!
Oh, well, that's unpleasant. Oh, they go around. Apparently, they're just always going to do that, so... Go that way. All right, let's get some killing done. Kill him, kill him, kill him.
Fire!
I kind of wish you would add some of the aquatic or amphibian Tyranids. That would be kind of cool, actually. The aquatic or the amphibian Tyranids. That would be kind of awesome. And that's only something you could really do in the video game too, because that's not exactly, I don't know, like it's not an easy thing to use in, the tabletop. So actually that would be really neat. Some of the really big dudes too. They talk about them in general in the codex, but otherwise,
Ready to strike!
No, I agree entirely.
Your orders. Overwatch. Overwatch.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let's again. Jumping. Ah, clicked the wrong button. Go there.
The swarm has
Get to
no
chopping.
right to live.
Yes, choppy. All right. Up and away. Whee! Boom. You can
Affirmative.
here. put you on Overwatch in this general direction. Alright, intern, confirm Overwatch. Yes, I'm aware you're poisoned. Oh, good. You're going to go through each individual unit that got poisoned. Really? Oh, I thought they were just going to sit there for a whole turn.
The blood waits.
I wish they didn't. Oh, wait. Oh. I came to really dislike chain weapons in the tabletop at first, but mainly because the people I played against mainly used Space Marines and Custodes, so things without AP didn't seem to apply seem too appealing to me. Well, see, here's the weird thing about that. So, tabletop or not, they don't really tend to give it AP. Now, if you notice, in my D&D 40K, I give it AP, and that's lore correct. So, it's whirling blades of adamantine and ceramite. And, sorry, because they couldn't, they call it adamantient, even though it's, yeah, like chain fists. Yeah, exactly. They should have armor piercing when they're whirring. And now I make it in the game to try to kind of balance it out. Chain weapons get AP when they're used actively, but they only get 3 charges per thing. But that's because I need to balance it myself. But yeah, a chain weapon should 100% have armor piercing. It should eat through ceramite armor, Space Marine armor, almost as well as anything else. It should have that ability. That's why it was created in the first place. It's not just for hacking orcs, it's also for hacking other Space Marines.
Look past their haze, brothers.
So I too dislike that as well. Here, let's get you out of the poison.
With strength.
March, 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 march. Now fire.
Open fire!
Alright. We're just gonna... Oh, you can't even shoot that far, and I'm not gonna walk you into the middle of that. We'll walk you back one. Okay. Yeah, you're not that damaged yet. I'm gonna... Yep, you're hurt. Whoop-de-doo. Kill some things. Be useful. There, see? You were useful. Worth the damage. Alright. Now you... apparently have to walk all the way around. That's okay. Yep, you're gonna go there.
Victory for the Bloodblades! Victory for Skyfall!
Victory for the Bloodblades. But yeah, so... they were definitely designed to be armor penetrating. Even if their original design wasn't for other Space Marines per se, they were
They will regret
definitely
coming
a part
this
of the
close.
equation in the end. Man, you tough. Oh no, more nitties. Good job. What the hell is that? Okie dokie.
I go where I am needed.
Yes, yes. And light him up. Yeah, he did.
We fight and we die for the Imperium.
But let's be honest, GW loves their power weapons.
My fury will be fast.
That is definitely their goal, is to show off all the fancy power weapons. They give
You will
that
need
all
more
the
than
cool
that.
stuff. Yeah, force weapons too, yep. Which make no logical sense, if we're being completely honest.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
If you base everything off of what they have told you in the world, and not just some random thing they decided to throw in there, they could add heat blades. They'd look cool. In a world where creatures can literally believe things into existence. Yes. Yes. The warp has all these powers. I agree with you. However, they have set strict boundaries where if you, like, so force weapons are a psyker channeling warp energy. Oh my god, no. I swear to God, Bex. I swear to God. So that's something, forcing warp energy through a weapon. That in and of itself, that sheer creation of that is technically against everything the Emperor ever wanted. If I paint myself purple, would orcs just ignore me? Maybe. Maybe. Depends on if it's the right kind of purple. And if they're wearing black. Or would that be the domino that makes everything crumble for orc belief? I think the Emperor would want me to have a lightsaber. A holy one. I don't think he would. Though orcs should have something like totem weapons that give effects based on totems and colors. You know, I don't disagree with that at all. Damn it, I moved too far. I wasn't paying attention.
For the Emperor.
I think that's what they're kind of shooting for with the apparently I moved too far again. Whatever. If someone gets lightsabers, I'd probably be the Tau. Actually, yes, the Tau basically do have lightsaber-esque things. They have plasma sword weapons. It's only one particular faction, whatever the red guys are. I don't know that much about their lore, but they have basically a lightsaber-esque
I await their mistake.
kind of doodad. But then again, I guess technically the Eldar do too, in a strange way.
Under fire!
They have like they basically have vibro blades, I guess is one way. Well, yeah, they got laser lance. If someone gets lightsabers, it'd probably be the laser lances. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Oh, okay. I am losing my Marines over here. They are getting slaughtered. Dang it, Peter is gonna get a lightsaber.
I am ready to help.
the Shining Spears made up for the disappointment that the stats for the shuriken weapons were. Right? I've always thought that, like, those are micron-thin projectiles. They pierce through things because they are so thin that they actually pass between the bonds that actually hold them together. They should do far more damage than they do.
Death to the Xenos swarm.
With haste.
Hold on. I know I need this. So.
You will fall before me.
Or at least be armor piercing, even if you don't roll a 6 on the wound roll, right? Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with you that is definitely not an okay thing. Okay, so he should be out of zone of control, is he? No, he's not out of zone control.
Ready to strike! With strength!
Well, sometimes the high-tech factions get weapons from the trash. I guess. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's like, oh, the old ones created these weapons. But they're garbage.
Roger that!
They created all the other races, but no, their weapons they created are garbage.
Thin their numbers! They will not overwhelm us!
Give them las guns to have range. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Moving!
There, now you're out of zone control.
On our way!
Out of the runaway, I don't want you to die. You have 2 health. You can keep going that way. Keep it a-moving, keep it a-moving. Alright, I got nothing back here. Can you move this turn? Yeah. I will actually have you. Oh, you okay, I guess you'll go this way then. Come on, just...
Of course.
Go your maximum distance, turd monkey. The star cannons are very gross. I remember Walker, he used to use that on me and Peter all the time. Did they get better missiles? In 9th edition? Or did they just change the mechanics for missiles? I think they're gonna accidentally break the Tau.
On Balfora I was born, and should the Emperor will it, on Balfora I will die.
Thin their numbers! They will not overwhelm us!
Okay. Well, yeah, that is good then. I mean, that's something.
We fight and we die for the Imperium. Overwatch!
Really? Good job, guys. No, leave me alone. I'm gonna lose that unit. -3 on single target, -1 on multiple targets. The
For
ones
his blood, I will take the
of
chapter's
the Dark
due.
Reapers are even better. Ooh.
The blood of Sanguinius flows in my veins.
Well.
Always ready, always vigilant.
I'm not so vigilant that you didn't get your dudes killed.
You will fall before me.
There we go. Yeah, I was actually really a friend, Nick, if you or Useless as he is on D&D 40K. He
I await their mistake.
he used to play Dark Eldar, and I think their weapons should work better than they do too. I think they're a pretty terrible. Like the Apothecarius did nothing but run this mission. Yeah, I know. Well, he's supposed to go to those spots. I didn't realize when I started up that he had to do it. I thought the other characters could too.
Under fire!
Go over
My
here and finish
duty
this
is
damn
service.
mission.
That is the last of the protenoids that I can gather here. Your assistance has been noted, Sergeant.
Okay. Clear the remaining pyramids. Actually, I think Dark Eldar are actually one of the top tier factions. No idea why, as it is hard as nails to get a codex here. Really? Are they good? I don't know. Maybe the rule set 9 changed that. That's maybe just my ignorance to the new stuff. But I know when he was playing, he was just not doing well. Because the change in rule setup. Yeah, they are squishy, and well, so I think it might have been too that he was just facing down. It was orcs, him versus orcs, which his weapon did fairly well against me. But Peter, Yuki Wolf on the 40K, he plays Tyranids, but he doesn't play the Tyranids like with the swarmy bits. He plays I call it's like his guard version of the Tyranids. Like little mutation waffles. Exactly. But he plays like the guard. He just sits there and lobs ammunition at you. It's quite terrible.
Forward!
And then he'd occasionally have dudes run out there to die. And that was it.
Battle line squad ready.
Not what I meant for you to do. But I guess it worked. Here.
For
Go
the
here,
Emperor.
then shoot him. There we go. One remaining. Where? Where is this final unit at? I guess we will find out on our turn, won't we? Here. Oh, you can move. Here. Go over here and actually do your job for once. That would be pretty cool. Oh, I guess you can't. Alright, end turn.
Overwatch.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, from what I hear, 9th edition is a bit more melee / advanced focus, as a lot of mission objectives are based on hold the center of the table. Yeah, that's where, from my understanding, the orcs got a big... So, the jump, unless they nerfed it, yeah, then 8th edition was hold 3 spots, which was, in all honesty, pretty good for orcs, because I had lots of, orc boys. But hold the center of the table, that's pretty easy as orcs. You use the jump to literally land something in the center of the table on your turn. it's pretty terrible. Unless they change the rules where you can't you can't jump within 9 inches of the objective or something like that.
Brothers.
That seems like something they would
Ready to strike. Open fire!
Open fire! No, only not within 9 inches of an enemy. Yeah, so you drop 3 units of orc boys right in the center of that. Now they'll eventually be able to clear them out, but not by the time my Gorkanaut or bikes or whatever I have get up there first. So I don't foresee that not being like that, and that's if I win initiative.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
There we go. He actually did some healing.
We're the sons of Sanguinius.
You can use the next turn to send a group of mega knobs to the front line. Exactly. You have them, hold them in reserve, and may even drop them with a rock or something like that, or if you use the edge of the table. We used to play with the rules for reserve. What do you call it? The Forge World rules, because I had a couple of units that didn't fall
I await their mistake.
in the normal line of rules. Like they don't allow you to use the what is that thing? The orc buggy anymore. So that would end up on the edge of the table, 9 inches from the enemy. And then use my other psyker to drop in the rest of the boys behind the lines as he tries to rush forward to gain the middle or stamp out the stuff.
Battle line squad ready.
Yeah, I don't think that'll end well for him. I think we should do a battle report,
When
though.
the day is darkest, we prevail through control.
I think everyone will enjoy that.
Heavy fire support. Carleon. Sergeant Carleon.
Alrighty, but it is now 11 o'clock. Sorry, I got a late start today, guys. Bex got
Captain
her yellow
Matano.
belt today. Congratulations,
You've earned the rank,
Bex,
brother.
in a taekwondo. Very proud of her. So we went and celebrated that, went out to eat, but we did get the stream in. General consensus of the game, the UI control
They're
isn't
still
natural.
courting beautiful Balfora. Plenty of gaunts remain for them
making
to stretch their
Their
muscles.
body into a lethal
They've just finished intervening
machine.
on behalf of Brother Arturo, in fact.
The priest. I sent it with Pentasio.
But, I just lost my train of thought there for a second. So I don't like the UI. In general, it doesn't feel very natural. It feels like I'm always trying to have to double think about everything I'm doing. That will change in time. Need the shiny cyborg body relic. Yes. But, it needs more factions. I think there's a good base here. I really do think that maybe a little bit of updating. I don't know how they're like. I don't think they'll ever change the UI or anything like that. I think that'll stay the same. And again, that'll probably get more natural over time. I just find it kind of clunky. It feels a little rushed. I can't think of anything else to say about it other with the actual gameplay other than the characters themselves. Like each individual unit doesn't really scream at you what exactly they can do. There's no identification mark. There's a little bit of an identification marker where it tells you when it's in the prime spot, where it lights up the cursor lights up a slightly different color. But that's not enough to tell me how far it can shoot, things like that. I can click on the thing and then it shows me a whole bunch of grid. Well, I'm zoomed way in. It's the grid is farther than I'm going to be able to see. But even things I can't shoot because of the giant mountain in the way, it still shows me as the ability to shoot. So I don't like that. I do kind of like the view system. I will give them credit on that. Like, if there's nobody around, the fog of war turns back on and you have angles. I really like that. If you were fully into Space Marines too. Yes and no. I can appreciate, like, one of my all-time favorite Warhammer 40K games is Space Marine. And he's a blueberry, but that was an awesome game. One of the best ones they ever made. So I don't actually have like a true hatred of Space Marines. Like I said, I played Dark Angels for 15, almost 20 years. I had a great big army with metal figures and all that stuff, and I eventually just sold it for, well, Primaris came out, and I'm like, I'm not buying all new stuff. Sorry, just not going to do it. So I sold all my Dark Angels, and not if you mod him to be a Blood Raven. That would be pretty neat. That is a place where this could, I think that could save this game. I don't know how much of the, how the modding tools are for this game. I'll take a look, but and it's fairly new. It came out on the 22nd, so probably not too many mods out there, but if the company that made it's not going to give us the factions we want, modders might, because it's got a fairly decent base. I just think the mechanics themselves need a little bit of tweaking. If I right click on a unit like that, and I'm standing right next to it, it shouldn't auto default. It should, in all honesty, it should pop up with a, do you want to do melee or shoot? Oh, I meant if for Space Marines, I think there was a Blood Raven mod for it. Oh, well, that would be cool. I'll look at that. That's pretty cool, actually. I just meant that the units would feel a bit more natural. This is true too. I get what you're saying there. Perhaps like looking at the mechanics wise, I saw it online. I didn't want to really. I don't like using other people's perspective on it too terribly much. But yes, the Space Marines seem infinitely more powerful than the Tyranid. Now that's not saying that you shouldn't have a point difference between the two, right? And you should have more Tyranid than Space Marines. I get that. That's always been that way. But we should, in general, a single Termagant unit shouldn't be instantly wiped out every single time. Because if I played that, if I was actually a little bit better, like if I played the game a few more times, I think I could probably get the hang of it pretty quick. How to never let those Hormagants get anywhere near me. Like they would never come into contact. I'm fairly certain if I put everything on Overwatch, most of the time they might hit me once. But Overwatch seems entirely too powerful in the game. Now, mind you, I didn't get down later on, and it may even out a little bit when you get into big bosses and stuff like that. And we may see that. This is not the last time you guys are going to see this game. I'll play it again. At this point, the only come in small groups. Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking, is that part may balance out. I will save that reservation for later as far as maybe the horde effect will be slightly greater later on. But it feels like I paid $30 for them to brag about their new Space Marines. That's kind of... the models, I will say this, the models and things in the game seem to be very well done. They're not like super what's the word, like graphically intense. They're not, you don't see every little crick and crack. They kind of took a artistic feel to it. Yes, it's truly a Primaris game. And now, if they fix the lore when it comes to the Primaris, like if they really can't. But if they elaborate on it and over time they become our Space Marines once again, right? They unblueberry all of them. They give them back the character they had before. When hopefully eventually we'll see, like, if you remember back in 2nd edition and 3rd edition was the 13th founding, 22nd founding, the cursed founding. I can't remember what number it is now. Where it had that feel again when they went from the metal Space Marines to the plastic Space Marines. Now, mind you, they're supposed to be the same character, but people were like, "Oh, these are generic looking," and we had a similar feel, and that was almost 20 years ago. So it's not like the game isn't going to evolve beyond this point when it comes to the Primaris and stuff. So they then had a whole bunch of those of the cursed founding turned traitor, and that's how we got a whole bunch more Chaos Space Marines, a whole bunch more Chaos Space Marine factions, things like that. Now, if we go that route, and I hope above all else that Gilliman comes back, or Gilliman is wandering around and he turns traitor. And then good old Johnson has to come over and kick his butt into the Chaos Realm. Now, would that ever happen? No. GW loves their Gilliman. Most likely it's going to be reversed. Good old John Johnson there will end up being the bad guy in this. Dark Angels will turn traitor. I have no doubt in that fact. That I see that's where I see this going. Though that's long been a thing. Well, at least the Grey Knights get a bit of diversity with the Brotherhood in their new orders. Yes, the Grey Knights do in fact gain a farther separation from the Primaris and all that. I do like that effect. Congratulations. I didn't think I've ever seen Isaac rant. Well, it happens, all right? But yeah, so I wanted to go a little more in depth into what I actually thought about the game and the lore and things like that. It happens. Oh yeah, you should hear me and Nate when it comes to anime and stuff. That's great. But yeah, I truly think they will turn my beloved Dark Angels into traitors. Although I am more of an Orc fan than I am anything else nowadays, I still hold true. I mean, I did get the tattoo, so I have a Dark Angels tattoo. I do love my Dark Angels, but all in all, I think the game has promise. They just there are a few topics we could get him started on. Stop it, Bex. I was trying to end the stream. Sorry, I can't have Ultras turn to Chaos and survive as the Thousand Suns are the blue Chaos guys. True, but they would have to paint their armor like blue and black. Like they'd have to be mixed, or blue and red or something, you know? They would have to change up their colors a little bit, and they'd have to turn their Ultramarine symbol would curl over, and there'd be they'd be like a chaos symbol in the middle of the U. Blue on black, yes, exactly. But that's what I would hope, because I don't like Gilliman. He is boring. Gilliman is boring. GW, if by any chance in the world you guys ever catch this, Gilliman is boring. He is the Superman of your universe. Make him go away. Yes. I mean, at least be a little more hip. Change his name to Gilly B or something. I don't know. Or Mac Daddy G. I don't care. You know, get down with the kids, man. You gotta look for that wider. Gilly the Kid. I like that. Or maybe non-chaos, anti-imperial rebels. Ooh. That actually might not be bad. That would gain. That would. I actually like that, Teamer. I really do like that. Almost a sort of a Badab kind of feel to it. But they turned chaos in the end anyway, and I didn't like that. I thought, I know who got a hold of that at the very end of those books, and I hate him with a passion. He can burn. He is a terrible writer. Every time he gets a hold of something, he screws it up. Sorry. Like the Iron Hands. He killed the Iron Hands Primarch in one book. They're an awesome faction. He had liquid metal hands. Mac Daddy G just gave me a D4 for psychic damage. Yeah, and then we can kind of have like basically a Dark Angel. Well, those are the only two Primarchs that I know are for sure still around. Is you have John Johnson, and you have Gilly. Johnson's crying in the basement, and Gilly just woke up for whatever reason. So those are the two Primarchs I know. Or well, I guess technically, what's his name? I just forgot it now. Demon Primarch. Necron hybrid would have been cool. Oh, that would be kind of neat, actually. But I will say this: they tried the whole Primarch orc thing, and that didn't work out. The Beast Arises. Still need to do that lore series. Nobody else has done a proper one. I want to do it from the perspective of the orcs. But I have to find time, and I don't have any of that. But I think it would be a lot of fun to do a lore series from the perspective of the orcs. Why can I not remember Vulcan? Vulcan is the other one who's roaming around, but he's too busy dying every other book to really be effective. He's just their trope. When they want to kill a Primarch again, they just bring Vulcan back. Tries to cast time warp time. Yeah. Rolls 2 ones. Yes, exactly. Explodes. Well, that's kind of what happened with when they were fighting in episode 15, when they were getting the engine there. Nick rolled a nat 20 against the other dude's stoppage, and that went to hell in a handbasket and killed everything. But no, as far as the game is concerned, I think there's promise. I think they need to just yes, leave your base game, the Age of Crimson Dawn, right? We leave this here. And then the next one be an expansion, an actual expansion. So it's a whole nother map. It's a whole new faction. You don't use your old factions. Just like old Dawn of War, when you get an expansion from there, it's an entirely different campaign. And give us both sides of the campaign. That's what they need to do here, too. They need to have the Tyranid side of the campaign. Though I will say, in their defense, it's hard to run the Tyranid side of a campaign because there's really no dialogue. Would aesthetic orcs create a null field? Null field of what? Hand biscuit. I don't know, if I'm being honest. Oh, I see what you're saying now. It took me a minute to figure out what you're saying. No, they're not gonna, yes, see, things like that. where they have entirely different. It's the same base game. You have your engine, you have your makeup, right? Your game mechanics. Don't change them. Change them if you want to make people more happy, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Some people may love this setup. That's on them. I don't. I personally wish I had options when I right-clicked or when I clicked. That's just me. If they believe in the flying spaghetti monster, it would happen. Let's not believe in a flying spaghetti monster, because if you've ever seen a Tyranid mothership, it looks like a giant flying spaghetti monster. So let's not believe in giant spaghetti monsters unless you want to fight Tyranid for a while. But yeah, so that's what I think this game needs above all else. You take this, we put in the okay, we did it file. We did it. We have a base game that we can move on with. Then you give these people more license agreements. You give them Orcs versus Imperial Guard. You do Armageddon. Because the cool thing is they've already gone a little bit back in time, right? So now we can take this and we can go back to Armageddon. And now we have two. That would be amazing. I'd love to see that. Cloud of flyers and spores. Yes. They're there to get in the way of missiles, so that the basically the ship can get in close enough to tentacle it and suck it inside. But yeah, so that would be awesome, and you could literally take this. You could make so many expansions for this. Make tons of money because you already have your base game. So you take the you got you have your Krieg battle, you have Battlesector, you have the Armageddon, you have the Fall of Cadia. We add our Chaos Space Marines into that. The problem with with giving people licenses is that it's successful. It's money that GW doesn't get 100%. Yeah. But GW doesn't actually make video games. They make plastic figures and steal people's content on YouTube. Oops. Sorry. I'm a little bitter about that. I love the Astartes series. Claim! Exactly! That's mine! All the while, Edward Elric sitting there going like, but it's my circle! Yeah, but they could at that yeah, but they could, and that means someone else is profiting. But why is that so bad? I had this discussion with Peter the other day. Or maybe it wasn't Peter. I don't, maybe it was Gabe. Where yeah, copyrights I understand. You don't want me to steal your whole universe. I get it. But in all honesty, unless you're like it comes from the perspective of where I'm at. People want, certain images on their merchandise, right? I make leather goods and things like that. Well, for GW, why would you want someone else to make money? You want all the money. And no one else can have any money. I'm 100% honest. I think GW is about to be bought out by Hasbro. Like the way they're acting, they're going to be bought out by Hasbro. They're literally working with them directly through Magic the Gathering. They have a Magic the Gathering set coming out based in the 40K universe. If that doesn't scream, we own part of your company, I don't know what does. Like, those are two companies that are both, they have identical mindsets. What's exactly what you're talking about, Tomex. Magic the Gathering is nobody else can have money but us have money. Games Workshop, nobody else can have money, but we want all the monies. Especially as they recruited many of them as they could have left that material as advertisement material for their streaming service. Exactly. They could have left it up on YouTube. They gained nothing by making them take it down. If that person is working for them, all they'd have to do is put basically a header in the beginning of the video saying this is an official Games Workshop thing and allow everybody to have it. By doing that, you spread the word. Astartes was immense free advertising. In all honesty, you can actually see the incline of Warhammer 40K interest with the creation of that exact video set. That's why they make little figurines for $60 that are significantly different, but they came with new rules, as your old army is worthless and you have to buy all new ones. No, I agree with you, Tomex. We had a conversation with that at the beginning. I don't know if you heard me saying, like, I think that was... GW was actually in a kind of a pinch. They didn't have any more molds for the old Space Marines, so they just took advantage of the situation and went, well, we're just going to make new Space Marines, and it's cheaper for us to make slightly bigger ones, so we're going to call them Primaris, and we're just going to make more money off this in the end anyway. That would also have caused other creators that weren't contracted to fear a wave of cease and desist coming. They've already gotten that. That's already started happening since they created their streaming service. Slightly is significantly different from significantly. Sorry, couldn't miss that pun. Oh. They are just trying to intimidate Nintendo. They just took down literally every Nintendo gameplay vid. Really? I did not know that that Nintendo did that. Why would Nintendo do that? That seems stupid. I mean, really? Nintendo did that, huh? I guess they saw Nintendo do it and went, I guess we can do that too. So they didn't take it down. They moved it to their prepaid service, Tomex. So you can go onto GW's website, subscribe to their service for, I think it's $4.99 a month. It comes with a couple of other cool things, but it gives you all of Astartes and a couple other fan-made stuff. Some really terrible painting videos. I've seen a few of them. They're absolutely horrible. If I were to give you a painting video, I would give you a video that was about the painting, not about the paint. All they did was talk about the paint. It was terrible. Like, it was literally just a 5-minute advertisement about their paint. It was horrible. It was a rhetorical question. Like, why did Nintendo do it? Same reason why GW did it. Oh, I got you. I thought, never mind. I understand now, Tomex. But yeah, they did it because they want to, I don't know. It's stupid. And access for things that are probably to come. You could say it was a paint to watch, like watching paint dry. Exactly. Like, there was so little information in it. And what's funny is, I almost guarantee you it's the exact same video that when you go into an actual GW store and you ask them for painting tips, it's what they vomit verbatim from what they were taught by GW in their little sit down, watch this, video, and then you I'm literally watching paint dry. Yes, you are, Bex, on leather. But I guarantee you it was the exact same video. They probably didn't even spend any money. They just cut it down a little. Well, then Nintendo's thought process was, if people watch you play Mario Galaxy on YouTube, why would you buy the game? So we need to take it down so that people don't know what the game is about, so that people buy it instead. That is terrible. That is truly terrible. First of all, it's kids. The adults aren't watching Mario Galaxy. For the most part. Like, I'm sure there are some who would like to watch it, right? Some people do. I don't like watching that, nor did I like watching Link or any of the... Like, I'm just not a huge fan of the... Like, I like playing some of the Nintendo games. I like playing, Mario and stuff like that. But I don't like watching that content. To me, that's not very interactive. I watch... Surprisingly, I watch games that are far less exciting. I like watching strategy games because I learn strategies. But that's the difference between the mindset of an adult versus the mindset of a child who likes to watch flashy colors go around and loud noises pop up on the screen, because it's not the serious gamers who are showing those. They did a similar thing with Persona 5. Oh, okay. Now, I will say with the Persona 5, it might have also had something to do with the anime attached to it, because I got in trouble when I was doing the Berserk stream. That's why you saw it stop. I got in trouble for that because, one, they didn't like one of the scenes in there, which I understand. That's fine. That was my bad. I didn't realize which scene it was, and I didn't cut it off in time. Lesson learned. But they also kept copyright striking it because they have auto generators looking for the actual videos of Berserk, because they don't want anybody to stream that on YouTube. So they kept knocking my videos and demonetizing them and putting them, basically hiding them from everybody. And then I'd have to contest it. It'd come back in 2 days because they go, oh, it's just him playing the video game. No, it was a certain point in the story they didn't want people to show things after a certain point. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, I always check YouTube first, because buying a game, it's kind of like today. Yeah, exactly. We don't have much in the way of free demos anymore. That's one thing I like that GW actually did. Or, well, I don't know if it was GW who chose to it, but the DACA Squadron, they actually had a free demo. It wasn't great, but in all honesty, the game isn't amazing. It was fun, but it's not something I'm going to play a lot. Officially to avoid creating spoilers. Gotcha. And they tried to push that through hard, instantaneously, going after people who did. No, I get it. But I don't believe that, because there's many times I've watched people playing video games and I go, okay, I want to play it now. I'm not even joking. That's how I even got started on Total War Warhammer. I didn't even know it was a game until it popped up one day in the feed, and I was like, okay, and I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, I hadn't played since, Medieval 2, but this looks like fun, and that's how I got it. Too bad demons aren't the standard anymore. Oh, demos aren't the... Oh, sorry, I misread that. Sorry about that. Too bad demos aren't the standard anymore. No, I absolutely agree. I'm an old dude. All right, I'm going to admit this. I'm an old dude. I remember getting PC Gamer magazine that I bought from my school, who made my mom buy shit from me because they wanted money. If we're being completely honest, it came in a little thing and it said, take this, have your parents take this to work so they can get people to subscribe and give us money. And I got PC Gamer every single year because my mom's like, I'm going to buy one thing on this and then send it on its way. And she'd buy me PC Gamer and I get free demos. Don't worry, I nearly miswrote it as Demons too. To be honest, I can't do demos anymore. They still exist on Steam, but I'd rather just watch a gameplay video that shows off exactly what I'm intending to buy. I understand your point, Tomex. That's what the warp does to you, indeed. But no, I kind of get your point, and Tomex, I don't know if you ever played the old demos. I remember playing Fallout, the original, on the demo. It was like the first quarter of the game. It was huge. I remember playing original Far Cry. It was like the first 3 missions. They used to be a lot bigger. Now they're like specific snippet sections, not even whole like episodes in the game. Isaac, I had 2 PS1 discs that just had like 5 demos each. Yes! Those were awesome. And Two Worlds demos was good too. Two Worlds demo. I didn't play that game. If we're being completely honest, I did not play that game. But yeah, no, I loved that. Was an RPG. There were lots of old, really, really good ones, and the RPGs were really good about their demos. They give you a good chunk, and I think that was because they wanted you to get invested in the story, and it absolutely worked. Once you were invested in that Fallout is the one I'm thinking of. When you were invested in that Fallout world, ooh, you wanted to find out what happened. Were you gonna find the Gek? Were you gonna kill the super mutants? Well, I don't think you had the idea about the super mutants yet, but you had to find that Gek, right? And I think that's where it was. I remember Nintendo. They had a cartridge that you could buy with like 100 demos on it too. I don't know if that was a U.S. release though. I know I've only known that I've seen it in a Japanese release in the store where I used to work. So I don't know that I don't remember ever seeing it as a kid, but I do remember I did see one come through the store, and it was worth a ton of money because it was like quarter games. It was also a couple of full games, like it had Excite Bike, the original Nintendo Excite Bike, and a whole bunch of other cool little games like that in the cartridge. But we only had the Japanese version. The first time I was at the Game Con, I was going home with so many demos. Oh, I remember those. I never got to go, but I remember I had a friend or two who his name was Chris McLean. His dad was a trucker, so he got to go down to Southern California during that. I wonder what Twitch's stance on abandonware is. Abandonware? What do you mean? I don't know what that is. I don't know what abandonware is. Is that games that are abandoned? I can think of a couple million games that were abandoned halfway through. Basically, gotcha. Oh, no longer owned by anybody. That's different. Because if we're talking like actual, so abandoned games that I want revitalized, 100% Space Marine. I want to see either I want to see the second part of that. There was so much more to that story. Yes, absolutely. People keeping them alive. But yeah, like Space Marine, that was by THQ. They've been dead for years. I think they're technically owned by who owns Fortnite? I can't remember their damn name. I think they own them technically. The guy fighting Apple. I can't remember their name though. All of a sudden. Epic. Yeah, I think Epic owns THQ, but I don't know if they actually own the copyrights to that game because it was split with Games Workshop. I don't know if Games Workshop owns the copyrights to that game. Somebody owns that copyright. They need to give it to somebody. Let us have our game, because that was an amazing game. Amazing multiplayer. The co-op, that was some of the best co-op I ever did. I didn't really like the versus, but yes, I'm not a big MMO guy, but I heard a lot of people really are liking the Warhammer Online. I've heard good things. I doubt I'll get into that one, but I have heard good things about it being revived. There's a website called My Abandonware, and they literally have Apple II or Atari games. Oh, okay. Ears perk up. Atari? But yeah, no, they Yeah, like that'd be kind of cool. Like some old Atari names and stuff like that. That would actually be pretty cool. You don't have to make Atari games. You can just use the name and the kind of the background behind it and start it and remake it new. I can't do that. I'm not a programmer by any stretch of the imagination. Split copyrights can be so annoying. That's my theory on why we haven't had another Space Marine. Is technically THQ is no more, and Epic didn't sign the contract with Games Workshop, and Games Workshop may not want to work with Epic. And that's my theory behind the reason why they haven't made another one, because Games Workshop can't give it to somebody else, because THQ is still technically a company, but it's owned by Epic and they won't work with Epic. That's my whole thought process on why that shenanigans has never... like for Battle for Middle Earth 1 and 2. Oh, yes, I totally forgot about those games. Those were weird games. They were on, weren't they on the GameCube? Yeah, they were on the GameCube. That's just 2 of the old ones I recognize there. A lot more, I think. Well, for Abandonware, you can download all these games for free. Usually need an emulator to run. Yeah, no doubt. But this is why I was wondering what Twitch thinks about streaming these games. I might shoot him a message, because another abandoned game is one I've wanted to play. I just haven't been able to make it work, and that's Chaos Gate, which is very similar to this. That's why I'm semi-excited about this game, because it reminds me of a game from my childhood. Very similar, except for where I was using single knights to run around. In this, you get groups, but it's a very similar effect. Since Abandonware is kind of a legal gray, since it's technically illegal, but there's no one to sue you. Yeah. I'm super sad they don't have any more of my favorite Atari games from back in the day. Found it on Abandonware. Yes, Chaos Gate. I actually have it on GOG. GOG sells it. I bought it for like $2. But I can't get it to run. Oh, but do they have Bubble Bobble? Until they invent time travel suing. Oh, Lord. I hope they don't ever invent that. Because I'm going to assume that J.R.R. Tolkien is going to have some ass. He will be suing forever. Did you try with and without the launcher? I found that some games work while others work without. Yeah, so I got the game to come up once, and then it crashed during actually entering the mission. Right? I could manipulate all the characters, do all that stuff, and then I'd launch a mission, and it would crash. Then I used the fix for that, and then I couldn't get it to pop back up. I haven't tried since. Sometimes when I get really frustrated with stuff, I gotta step away for a very long time, because I will just get instantly re-frustrated with it. Bex at Loot Goblins. Yes, they have Bubble Bubble. All of them Happy Dance. But yeah, yeah, so I was actually running it without the launcher. I had to do, like, I had to download a program that turned off, what was it, like, Windows Live or something like that. Something they had back in the Windows ME days is when that game came out. Windows ME. They had some weird Windows Live thing. It was strange. It was consorted with AOL, if you want any kind of idea of how old that is. It was this very strange kind of patchwork thing, so they could find out what everybody was playing. It was like early days of Google, I guess, in a way, of trying to track what games people like, what games people play, things like that. And you can turn it off. You have to download this program, install the GOG pro. You have to install Chaos Gate inside this program. It was a pain in the butt. But I got it to run to that point. But then I have to use a mod or a patch to make the second part work, and then it screwed up my graphical settings because it doesn't like both my monitors. Is what I ended up figuring out online. And then I just kind of gave up for a little bit. Alas, my search for Tink and Tonk in the land of body bots is still ongoing. Don't judge me. Judged. But no, hope for this game. I'm going to leave before I start on another rant. But I think their best bet is to create a whole bunch of different small. You just keep going with the scenarios. Even if you just give us one side of each one. I don't really care. I think they should do both sides. But if they don't, I'm disappointed. It's literally the first link on Google. Uh-oh, he's calling you out, Bex. But yeah, I think they have the start of an amazing game here. They really do. We just need more. We need more content in it. It's not worth the $40. I spent $40 on this game, and I guarantee you, in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to get $40 worth of entertainment out of it. That's my favorite thing too. Oh wait, the one on Classic Reload, not the same. That's my favorite thing too. We came so far that old games are literally Flash games that you don't even need to download. Yep. To be fair, Google customizes your search results. Ah. You know what? If you want Tomex, you want to help her out, throw it into the link you found into the Discord, bud. And she'll be able to find it that way. Yep. Darn you, Google. Oh, did you find it, Bex? But yeah. Other than that, I will continue this campaign with you guys. I'll do the whole thing on stream. No, it was Classic Reload 1, but I also don't really know what she's searching for. It's a little older than me. Ah, gotcha. But yeah, I actually went on there and I got them, but I'm trying to get original Dawn of War to run on the computer. I have not been successful to get it to run in stream. I can get it to run, I just can't get it to stream. Because every time I go to click the activate button on streaming it, it kills the game. The game freezes. So if ever I needed to change something on the other side, now I can get it to pop up after I start the stream, but once I do that, I can never click off. So if there's ever anything that happens, or if my mouse accidentally goes over to this side of the screen and I click, it'll crash. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that at this time. Aged like a fine wine, Bex, indeed. Flattery will get you everywhere. Have you tried windowed mode or something? The problem I'm having is when the game was made, it doesn't like the two monitors. That's what it doesn't like. So I think what I have to do is trick it into not letting my mouse off the screen. So if I turning off the windowed mode and just never messing with the other side of the screen should avail me to not accidentally screwing it up. But if anything happens on the other side, try the borderless gaming program. It would contain the window. You should let it capture it. Oh, I don't know about that. Borderless gaming program. I will look that up. I'll see if I can get that to work. Oh, it's on Steam? Really? Oh, cool. Lucky it doesn't have the problem with Steam version for E. Huh. I assumed you meant for me. Sorry, I just read almost verbatim what people put on there. But yeah, I assumed you meant me. Oh, do you run Steam on, do you have an Apple, bud? No, Win 10. Oh, I have Windows 10. That is part of my problem. That's why I'm having so many issues with this stuff. Windows 10 does not like anything else. If it's not made for Windows 10, they don't want it to run on here. You have to jump through so many hoops. Yeah, I have Windows 10. I don't know. Sometimes I thought maybe I should download, like, in a partition, Windows 2000 or something, and run some of my stuff off of there. Like in a fan patch? Have you tried a fan patch? Fan patch? Nope. Don't know what that is. Oh, for Dawn of War 1. No, I don't think that's what it was. I did have to go to... I had to use a mod to get it to run. I was on... I can't remember the name of that damn search for mods thing. What is that thing called? I don't know. Red... Something red? I don't remember now. Yes, there you go. Thank you. Mod... yeah, Mod B. Yes. It's red and black lettering on the thing. Sorry, I have a piece of aircraft in my brain. Sometimes I forget things. But yes, that is where I got it from. Where I got a patch from to try to make it, to get it to work. Now, that may also be the patch that I have is what's causing the issue with the streaming too. So maybe by removing that and using Isaac is fly like a G6. Yes, but the airplane, not the car. But yeah, I will look that up. Borderless gaming program. All right, I will give that a shot. Oh, I do like the 3D effect they have here. Simple but pretty cool. All right, guys, but I will sign off now. It is now almost midnight. Thank you guys so much. I love all the conversations, and now Tomix knows how to get me to rant, so this will be fun. There are some extra options going along with the mod manager too. I think to notice that with the unification mod. Okay, have a nice evening, everyone. Bye, teamer. I promise not to abuse this power a lot. I can help. No, Bex. Thanks for the stream. Bye.